Hey, what's up there, YouTubers? It's me again, Brian, aka Gamer55551, and I am back with a review slash thought of a TV show. And for this one, I will be taking a look at She-Hulk: Attorney at Law Season 1 that is on Disney Plus. And for parents out there, in case you're curious though, She-Hulk: Attorney at Law is rated TV-14 here in the USA though, or the United States of America though. Phase 4 has been pretty much very interesting in terms of for the MCU. A lot of it we've seen have been a lot of the TV shows sort of make their way from Marvel Studios following somewhat of the event of basically, Avengers Endgame though, that concluded the end of Phase 3. Some of the shows have been really well and have been well received, such as stuff like WandaVision, and of course, Moon Knight. Others, however, there are those who love it or hate it though, such as like Miss Marvel, for example, though. And now that we have the new one, another one, She-Hulk: Attorney at Law, I think that one kind of fits in as well. While I don't think She-Hulk: Attorney at Law is a bad show by any chance though, it's going to depend really, just like with my view of Miss Marvel in a way, it's going to depend on your preference and taste. So we'll break this off into two parts: what I like and what I didn't like, a mix, and I'm not 100% sure about. For the first part, we'll do with what I like, and I will say what I did enjoy about the show is that I really like how the writers went with sort of a fourth wall breaking moment in this in She-Hulk: Attorney at Law. I definitely like how they were able to sort of even make fun of maybe some cliches and all that stuff. They also kind of did that with the final episode of season 1, and I thought that was kind of clever and all. So, and while I won't call the fourth wall breaking in She-Hulk: Attorney at Law on the same level as, say, like Deadpool is, to me, I feel that's like in a league of its own, to be exact though. It was still very clever, nevertheless, for what the writers did, and I certainly think that was certainly neat and everything like that. So I definitely like the fourth wall breaking, though. I also like some of the references that they made in She-Hulk: Attorney at Law, including from the 2008 The Incredible Hulk movie, though, with Abomination, to even guest appearances like Wong from the Doctor Strange movies making an appearance in here, to even Matt Murdock and Daredevil, where we saw him in sort of his yellow suit, not that red suit or anything like that. It does make me kind of curious to see how that one's going to be basically in when Daredevil Reborn makes an appearance on Disney Plus. So I'm very curious to see how that one is going to work and all. But I do like some of the references to the 2008 Incredible Hulk, and there are certainly some scenes that are kind of neat when She-Hulk is fighting and everything like that, to even going into in her workplace, which is basically this law firm that handles with superheroes and all that stuff, and having to be like green and everything like that. It's kind of interesting to see. Plus seeing Hulk, from Bruce Banner's Hulk, played by I think Mark Ruffalo, if I'm saying the name correctly, apologize I'm not, makes an appearance in this, and that's sort of really neat and all. So there are definitely some clever moments in She-Hulk: Attorney at Law that I did enjoy though. As far as what I didn't like or was mixed or not 100% sold on just yet though, my cat's just walking around, so don't worry about that. I will say the final episode for season 1 was just odd in a way though. I mean, I liked some of the fourth wall breaking that they were doing, and it's just running around. Anyway, like I said, I liked some of the fourth wall breaking that was being done on the show, and I think that was great and all, and making sort of fun of like the MCU formula in a way. But it was just odd to some extent, because they were sort of building up to this this climax against this hate group that was against She-Hulk in general and all, and they just kind of it was just bizarre, at least from my view, to be exact. Some might like it, others just might be sort of scratching their heads, and that's kind of how I came away with the final episode of season 1 of She-Hulk: Attorney at Law. And last but not least though, and again, this is going to come down to what your preference and taste is. Depending on what your preference and taste is, though, some people may or may not like the fact that every time I'm watching She-Hulk: Attorney at Law, I can't help but feel I'm getting sort of a Ally McBeal and Sex and the City vibe out of it for some reason, though. Now, some people may enjoy the Ally McBeal show back, from like the late 90s to like the 2000s and all. Some actually do enjoy Sex and the City, and that's fine and everything like that. But others, this may not appeal to them as much. Some of it might be the fact that She-Hulk Attorney at Law is a little bit more, I would say, a bit more female-centric than, say, something like Moon Knight or WandaVision is. I mean, it's kind of like how somewhat similar to my view of Miss Marvel in a way, where I view that one seemed to be skewed a bit more towards a younger audience, and particularly somewhat towards Captain Marvel fans or little girls in general, though. Again, this is not necessarily a bad thing. There's nothing wrong making a show that is a little bit more female-centric, though, and there's still stuff there that MCU fans will probably enjoy, nevertheless, though. But again, this all comes really down to your preference and taste. Some people are going to be okay with the approach similar to Ally McBeal and Sex and the City. Others may not. So depending on your preference and taste, you may love or hate the kind of approach they did with She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Overall, I would say She-Hulk Attorney at Law was still a good show, nevertheless. But just like with Miss Marvel, though, I wouldn't go as far as calling it like the best MCU show on Disney Plus, though. I mean, it's still at its best, though. It still has that fourth wall breaking. I like how they made references to 2008's The Incredible Hulk. I like the guests with like Matt Murdock and like Wong from the Doctor Strange movie. So there are certainly some good points, though. But at its worst, though, I still think the final episode was just odd. And like I said, depending on your preference and taste, to be exact, though, you may or may not like the Ally McBeal or Sex and the City approach to it, or the more female-centric approach, at least how I see it, though. But either way, I mean, I still think the show's good. It's just, like I said, I just don't think it's as good as, say, Moon Knight was, or WandaVision, or even, like Loki or Falcon and Winter Soldier, though, or Hawkeye, to be exact. So it really is going to come down to your preferences, taste. But either way, I did enjoy it, though. I'm curious to see if a season 2 does happen or not. So we'll have to wait and see if that does happen, to be exact. But overall, depending on your preferences, taste, to be exact, though, some people are going to like She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Others may not, though. Okay, this concludes my review/thought of She-Hulk Attorney at Law Season 1 on Disney+. And again, these are my opinion. What are yours? What are your thoughts about Season 1 of She-Hulk Attorney at Law? Did you enjoy the show in any way? Did you like the fourth wall breaking that was being done? Do you think it's on the same level as, say, what Deadpool is known for its fourth wall breaking? Or do you think it's not even close? Do you like some of the reference they made to 2008's The Incredible Hulk movie in any way? Do you like the guest appearance of, say, like Wong from, the Doctor Strange movies, to Matt Murdock, Daredevil and all? Did you thought the final episode was odd, or did you thought it was okay? Were you bothered with this one being more of a female-centric, or those who were fans of Ally McBeal or, Sex and the City? Or did that not really bother you at all in any way? Do you agree with what I said in this video? Do you disagree? Do you have a difference of opinion? As always, sound off on the comment section below. Let me know what you think. And if you do like this video, I hope you hit the like button. I would appreciate it. And I hope you do subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you do, make sure you hit the bell icon for any videos notification for any videos I put up. Also, feel free to share this video if you want to, and feel free to donate to my channel if you like. You could do it through PayPal me or Patreon. Links will be in the description of this video. And I will see you again next time when I do another video. Hopefully that'll be soon. Until then, from Southern California, I wish you all a good day then. Bye!